5C. Lou eats 1 jelly bean on September 1st, 3 on September 2nd, 5 on September 3rd, and so on through the 30 days of the month. Each day, he eats 2 more than the day before. In all, how many jelly beans does Lou eat in September? Okay, so we know that Lou eats 1 jelly bean on the first day, September 1st, 3 on the next day, and then 5, and then so on through the 30 days of the month. And each day he eats 2 more than the day before. This seems to be an arithmetic sequencing problem. Let's see if we can find a pattern. So on the first day, we have just 1, and the sum of all of the terms is 1. On the second day, we have 1 plus 3, and that equals 4. The next day, we have 1 plus 3 plus 5. Now it's the third day, and that gives us 9. And then when we add a 7, we get 16. So can you find a pattern out of the sums we have listed over here? As you can see, the first sum is equal to 1 squared. The second sum is equal to 2 squared. The third sum is 3 squared. And the fourth sum is 4 squared. And this base number over here are the number of rows there are. So in the first row, we have 1 squared. In the second row, we have 2 squared. So that is the pattern. N equals number of row. And our pattern is n squared. On the 30th row, n will become 30. And so 30 squared equals 900. So our answer is 900 jelly beans. So the sequence we just found is special to this particular sequence, which is all of the odd numbers added together starting from 1. But there is also another way, which uses the arithmetic sequencing equations. We have 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus ... and we happen to not know what is the last term, what is the last number. So how do we find that? So our equation starts off with 1 plus, and this 1 is always the first term of the sequence. 1 plus the total number of terms. In this case, it's 30 because there's 30 days. Minus 1. We're not including this first term. So minus 1 term times the difference between each term, which is 2. And that equals x, which is the last term of our sequence. So now we're going to solve for x. 1 plus, using the distributive property, we distribute the 2 to get 60 minus 2 equals x, and that gives us 59. So the last number of the sequence is 59. Now we can actually calculate the sequence. 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus blah, 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 plus 55 plus 57 plus 59. So first we have 1 and 59. That gives us 60. And then 3 and 57, also 60. And then 5 and 55, also 60. So we're going to be putting them in pairs to get a lot of 60s. And there's a total of 15 pairs because 30, the total number of terms, divided by 2 equals 15. So 15 times 60 equals 900, which means that in the entire month, Lou ate 900 jelly beans.